Hello, now we got sound, I bet. Now I bet we got sound. Do we have sound, Andy? Oh wait, let's get fix that for that. Turn it up.
It's full blast, Joe.
Full blast.
Yeah.
We have sound. Oh, here we go. Gotcha. We have sound. I mean, people can hear it.
Let's do a quick sound check.
Here we go. I think we're good to go, Andy.
But hold on, let's do a quick sound check.
Here we go. I think we're good to go, Andy.
What's that noise? Bro.
Just turn yours down.
Joe, it's not that, dude.
I bet you when you get it in, it's good. Guys, tell me how the audio sounds. The sound is wild. It's catching. You guys will catch up with us.
Joe, it's not that. The sound.
It might be this too.
We can't. No, it's catching that. This isn't right. No, hold on, dude. It's catching that.
Just let us know if the sound improves. Sounds like a blender in the background, but I can hear. Just let us know if the sound improves.
You got it.
Dirtballs, you got about 3 more minutes of this, or else we go to Periscope or Facebook Live. How's the sound? Now it's better? It's better. You're about to kill Ruther's vibe, bro. It's because he put up the mixer right next to this.
Turn off the fan. Dude, it's picking up your fucking old... It's picking up your old ass computer. It is. It's picking up your old... It's what it is. It is.
Hold on. All right, everybody. It's just a. Check 1, 2.
They're hearing all your clicks, dude.
Well, now you are. That's what I'm saying. Guys, let me know if it's better now. That's better.
It's scratching the top.
Way better. It's slowly improving. Better. See? It's better. You gotta turn off your computer sound. Less vacuum sound, but the echo is back. Way better. Way better. Hi, Joe. Hi, Stolp. How do we sound? Griffin says you need that classical. Better. Ruther. I know. Ruther tech shaming Joe.
I'm tech shaming anyone.
Stone Joe saves the day. See, we're working. And I'm high. And it's 4:20. And how else would this go if not disastrous? Because I've been eating edibles all day and smoking pot. And Ruther, we're ready to do the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Can they hear me?
I believe everybody can hear everything.
Let me do something. Let me go into my bathroom. Just, seriously, on my phone. Just to see how it sounds.
Sound really good, says Peyton Stoll. I think we're good. Everybody put Ruther did 9/11 in the comments if you think that this is good enough sound to live stream from. Also, a lot of Ruther did 9/11s, except for one person who said you can still hear a vacuum, which isn't going to be good. Tons of Ruther did 9/11s. We're good to go.
It's a total vacuum, dude.
We just got 1,000 Ruthers that did 9/11s.
They're gonna go to Facebook. They're gonna go to something.
All right.
I mean, what do you think? I just my thing is this. It's
You
like,
made the executive decision for Facebook Live. Try to overthink it, man. I guess Periscope, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, whatever. Let's go.
Let's see this. Let's try it.
Nicholas Facebook Live. Joe bringing in the Kooks chill vibe. I'm high as fuck. Feel like Facebook Live would be the same way. No
It's
Facebook
not.
Live.
We've never had Facebook.
Periscope. It's working
I
fine.
don't care what the dirtballs say. Their opinion means nothing.
All right. So what do you want to do?
So then they can hear that. I don't give a shit. Because this is just going to be better quality. Let me see how this looks. I need to set this on top of the books and shit.
It's fine. It's fucking fine. Talk sports and Black Twitter, and we're good. Real Fisherman in the house. Tyler's kind of gay. Put it right here then if you're going to do it.
And this would have to go up on the books.
Y'all fixed it. Nothing's wrong. It's fine. This is why we like Prano better. I'm sorry. I'm just reading them as they come in. What's Strain Joe? We got Alien OG and Sour OG from the boys at
But the
UPS Farms. I think we're ready to podcast. There's plenty of people in here. There's 82 people watching now.
people watching, people were trying to get in there. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. If they see a shitty broadcast, they're like, oh, fuck this.
Every broadcast is a shitty broadcast.
But it's not, dude.
Okay. Let's go. We'll just do this and we'll do fucking Facebook Live too. You can promote that. I'm ready to podcast.
This might be shit too, is what I'm saying. It's a fucking train wreck.
It's not a train wreck. It's fucking like, we're doing a 420 show all high for people. Like you have to pick what you want to do. You want to be high on 420, or you wanted to have 11 million different devices going. I'm too high.
You should have just fucking paid Aaron to fucking do this. That's what we should have done.
We're live.
That's what we should have done. It's like this is half-ass shit in my opinion.
So literally, you could go live on Facebook right now. I don't even know it's literally put it right on top of my computer, and it's gonna have the same exact shot, and you're on Facebook Live, guys. You'll have multiple places to watch this stream live.
I need a book or some shit. This is what I'm saying.
Dude, you don't know how these things work. It's like you don't need a book. That's what exactly the purpose is. It can bend. We get another Gatorade and more Dominoes.
Dude, we should have just fucking. This is all I'm saying. Like, this is the type of shit that, like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just like mad, like, because.
But we're already live. Let's just do a fucking podcast at this point. Ruther complaining is the best part of the show. See, it's the live stream. You guys are going to get like the pre-show live stream, the behind the scenes. Go to YouTube Live if you want to hear the show uncut.
Is that how you're going to be sitting?
Yeah, probably. Maybe over here. That still has both of us in it. Are we live? Dirty Sports Podcast? Are we also on Facebook? Should I give people the option of going there?
Can we open this?
You can also, you can also watch the show on Facebook Live. Right now.
Fucking intern for.
Where's your belly? Does your belly know how to go on YouTube streaming? Hit that bowl, Ruther.
I'm just curious how it looks. I just want to see different sound quality. The fuck is this? The fuck is this? This stopped. You know, fuck that. I mean, this is... No. This went live for 30 seconds. Fucking over it, dude.
So we're going. Just don't promote it. Just don't fucking plug it. People will still be watching it live. We have 82 people in here.
I don't know why this suddenly doesn't fucking work. Alright, that's good. That's good. Fuck that.
Let me know if this sounds quality enough to hear all my coughing. Ruther did the I-35 strategy. To West tragedy. I can't even read. I won't be reading the comments because it's too far away.
Okay. Fucking comms are for live streaming. Ah!
It's just bonus. There's 93 people in here. People are flying in. The show has started. We're 22 minutes late because it's 4:20.
Sorry. We're on black people time.
We're on 4:20 time. I love that you're like waiting to start the podcast about
so we can text me. You ready to fucking do this?
Oh yeah, born ready.
Alright, so just flag an anthem, I think. God damn it. Fucking points. Alright, let's fucking record, dude.
Dirty Sports Podcast time, Ruther.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I am Andy Ruther, coming to you live from the Smut Shack on this glorious, sunny 420 in Venice Beach, California, zip code 90291, with my co-host, Joey No Chill Prano.
That was the most stoned Andy Ruther show intro of all time. Welcome to the 420 show. You're like, Venice Beach, California. You're like too high. You had to think about your breathing.
No, it was for dramatic appeal.
Venice Beach, California, in my opinion, in the argument for stoner capital of the world, it's kind of under the radar how many people here are high all the time.
Where would be your top 3 to 5?
Top 3 to 5 most stoned places in the world? I mean, I haven't visited everywhere, but Amsterdam's got to be pretty high on that list. And
I think I think Venice crushes Amsterdam.
in terms of stoners,
I think it's all the touristy stoners, the people like us who go over there and just get baked. But like legit Venice, my opinion, Venice crushes it is because you have the like stereotypical looking burnout stoner, and then you have the guy who makes $500,000 in the movie business, who's an executive,
whose Ferrari just has a backpack full of weed in it at all times.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And he's like, he goes to the weed shop and he's like, I want the hash rolled blunts, and they just go wild.
Yeah.
If I was rich, I would just have the perfect amount all day. I'd have like pills for the morning, and then cookies for the afternoon, and then like a turkey sandwich for lunch that would get me high.
But that's the thing that I really do like about LA is, and I think just in general, now not to get all serious in the weed discussion, is that stereotype of, oh, you're such a bro, you stoned, bro, like that whole basically Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. No, that's what I'm saying. The amount of businessmen and people who you would say are not stoners are stoners.
Right. Like you were just stoned, being sweatpants, yell at me for not getting the live stream going, guy. Like they come in all different shapes and sizes.
No one was yelling at you. I was just frustrated. This fucking live stream shit.
I love it. I think we figured it out. What better day than to figure it out than on 420, where you have an excuse for why it would go wrong? Like, of course we couldn't figure it out. I'm on edibles since about 9:30 a.m. I've been smoking joints and bowls all day. It's weed holiday, and thank you to the guys at UPS Farms and the floating Space Ninja for hooking us up with weed.
We got lots of weed today, thanks to UPS Farms. Trey, we appreciate the hookup. In fact, right now...
Our Long Beach dirt balls.
We are smoking right now
the Sour OG.
Sour OG. We also have some Alien OG. Why do we come up with these weird names? Can we just call it like... How come marijuana has the weirdest fucking names?
It's all marketing. It's just like anything. It's like calling sneakers the Air Jordans. You know, you just try to come up with something catchy and sell on the back of that. Oh, the strain's called the Bob Marley? I want all of it. I love Bob Marley. I listen to Legend on repeat.
I heard since Aaron Hernandez smoked weed before he killed himself, the new strand, the Hernandez, you smoke it and you instantly kill yourself.
Did he kill himself? Did he get murdered? What happened in this Aaron Hernandez thing?
No way he killed himself. I am sticking to that. I wrote, on the blog, I was joking, I wrote that blog about my conspiracies of 5 people who I think killed Aaron Hernandez, which were Adam Schefter, O.J. Simpson, Tim Tebow, Eagles fans, because they're worried about him becoming an eventual Cowboy, and also the Sugar.
The sugar.
I mean, it's been prevalent. The sugar's been prevalent.
The sugar's been getting a lot of people lately.
Yeah, so I don't know if they've been serving him a lot of sugar in jail, but I think for sure
he just got
acquitted
of 2 more murders.
And they said because of that was going to open the case back up for the first conviction of murder. Does that make sense? So they could go back in and be like, no, he didn't commit this crime because they're claiming he committed this crime because he did to cover up the other 2 murders, which now then his lawyer, Jose Baez, not with the Cubs. I feel like we always have to put that disclaimer out there.
I disagree. I think it is the same man. I mean, if you look at Javi Baez and what he's been able to do, I mean, he celebrated tagging a guy out at second base without looking at the guy he was tagging out. I'm not sure that he doesn't have 2 separate lives, and one, he's going to get Aaron Hernandez. He was going to get Aaron Hernandez off before the Yo Fools in jail stabbed him. I think it was Yo Fool on Yo Fool crime.
You think it was a Yo Fool?
Yeah.
What about the guy who he tried to kill, who's got like the one eye now?
Right.
One-eyed Willie. What about him?
Dude, I mean, is this the bet? Like, if the guy who did, was it David Simon? If the guy who did The Wire doesn't just do like a 5-season HBO series on Aaron Hernandez immediately, he should just kill himself. Like, the dude went from being in the NFL, he went from basically Ballers to Oz.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, if you watch Ballers and Oz back to back, that's the Aaron Hernandez story.
Right? That's fucking nuts. I'll tell you what, man. By the way, whoever's calling me is getting blocked right now. I'm in that mood. Whoever's calling me is getting blocked right now.
You need to chill, bro. It's 420.
That is my chill move. You're out of my life forever. I love that. The block is the ultimate move. You're just gone. You can never call me again. That's the ultimate chill move. Like, I just pushed a button. Isn't that great? You can literally push a button and someone is out of your life forever. Anyway, I'm obviously distracted. That the weed is not helping for the distraction, which is fine. I expect a shit show. But we both agree then that Aaron Hernandez did not kill himself. Now, they said he wrote John 3:16 on his forehead. Today it was released, according to reports, that 3 suicide notes were written.
3.
One was some Bible shit. One was to personal family and friends. And the last one was to Raiders fans. It was an apology that he could never be the ultimate Yo Fool that they envisioned.
He was like, I was looking so forward to getting out of jail and playing with Oakland fan. But instead I'm going to kill myself. John 3:16.
Who puts John 3:16 on their forehead?
I have no idea. I say he was murdered, but I'm trying to figure out who murdered him. I mean, like, they were just like, yeah, I'm going to get Aaron Hernandez. I'm going to choke him out in his fucking cell.
I want to bed sheet. Yeah, I got to see this dead body. I want to see the corpse.
Is this your conspiracy theory? Aaron Hernandez is alive. He's going to come out of hiding in years when the statutes of limitations are up, and he's going to
run onto the field at Cowboy Stadium. Yeah, man, you never know what fucking happened. No, I don't think he's alive, although that would be great. I just want to see the body. Because now the family wants his brain donated to research, to brain research. And I'm like, he doesn't have CTE. He just has he's got CBK. That's what I wanted to say. He's a cold-blooded killer. That was so hard to get out.
That was so much work for that.
That was so hard to get out.
I sort of feel bad for you.
It was
hard to watch.
I was like, what would be the acronym for cold-blooded killer?
You were on a fast break all alone, and you didn't even get a layup off. You tripped and the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, I don't think he killed himself. Why would he? It doesn't add up.
Yeah, I have no idea. Again, like this dude's been living in jail. Maybe he just came back and he celebrated his fucking acquittal with like too big a touchdown dance. Maybe some of the other like inmates thought he was pimping his home run, and so somebody had to throw at him and set the jailhouse order back to its correct state. That's hard to get out high as well.
I was gonna say, man, dude, you lost me at some point in there. And I'm like looking at the rundown, and I'm like thinking about Derek Carr, and I'm like, what is Prano talking about? It's gonna be a fun episode.
I love that you're thinking about Derek Carr. We have a lot in common. Sometimes I just think about Derek Carr.
Well, I was looking at that was the next thing I had to talk about.
Derek Carr played. Are we talking about him telling fans that they don't go to Oakland, that they're pussies, basically.
Yeah, man.
I think this is like, I think Derek Carr continues to be the greatest. Like, he's my number one quarterback prospect. He's saying all the right things. He's basically like, we're going to Vegas. Come with us, pussies.
He said, we're not going to split up like you've seen other cities do. You know, he's basically talking about the Browns and Oilers in Tennessee. He said, we're not going to do things like that. For the ones that do, I don't really believe that they're the true Raiders fans. That was the line that everybody was talking about.
I like that this is like your acting monologue. You've become Derek Carr at this point.
I wish. I mean, that is a bona fide.
I think he knows Raiders fans can easily be convinced to like still be psychotic Raiders fans. You know what I mean? And I think he's playing it completely right. He's a quarterback of the Raiders.
But I don't think. Here's the deal. I think if he.
Now people in Oakland just have a reason to leave Oakland and go to Vegas. It's like kind of the best deal ever.
I don't know what's going on right now.
I don't know.
Anyway, fuck. What are we talking about? Derek Carr?
Yeah, you're just too high, bro.
No, I'm trying to do the normal me of like reading quotes and like the rundown, and I have a feeling it's just not going to happen. The rundown's just not going to happen.
Yeah, chill, sit back, relax, enjoy. We have tons of sour OG and alien OG. We've got weed cookies, got Domino's.
I do want to talk about Hard Knocks, though. There's a few good high stories. First of all, the Bucks are going to be on Hard Knocks, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston with a camera following him around 16 hours a day for like 3 months.
He's just going to come off like, man, I don't even know. I just think he's going to be so well behaved that it's going to be awkward.
It's
You know
interesting.
what I mean? I think it's going to be like when some of these guys go on Gruden's quarterback camp. And like they just want to impress John Gruden so much that they'll say anything.
Well, let's not forget. Everyone's like, "Oh, I of course I wrote a few jokes about it." And somebody's like, "Those days are behind him," and somebody's like, "Really?" Because remember what he said to his kids, and he fucking misspoke about women, just literally like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
How like the men run the house, and like it was like a 50s speech.
That's what I'm saying though. Now his PR people are just going to be like, chill, just say everything, just stay quiet and play Mr. Quarterback Robot.
I wonder what the editing contracts. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I bet you NFL has like
Final Cut.
almost. Yeah.
So NFL basically is going to say what we do or don't put in this episode.
Yeah. I would think so. For the most part, like they're going to tell them if somebody says something or does something like crazy. They're not just going to drop it out there because that would sever. The NFL is like that. They'll just be like, fine, we won't do it with you anymore. You don't get access to the locker room.
But would the NFL want to portray him in any negative light?
No. Who?
Jameis Winston.
Why would they?
I don't know.
He's a star quarterback on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'd like him to stay completely out of trouble and definitely just not even eat crab legs. Like, they're just like, that's in your contract. No more crab legs. You're not allowed to eat them. You're not allowed to order them. Just they're out. And definitely no more, like, sexual assault.
What's the dumbest thing Jameis Winston's done? I mean,
Fuck her right in the pussy.
That's what I was going to say. I mean...
It's still...
Like, dude, you were accused of rape, and then you stood on a cafeteria table and yelled that?
Yeah.
That would literally...
The only thing worse would be if he had just taken his dong out. Like, you stood up on a cafeteria table and just, like, took his dick out.
Dude, that would be like O.J. Simpson showing up to a country club with a fake knife and grabbing somebody, like, in a headlock, pulling a knife...
I don't know. Maybe now it might be too much now. Having somebody in a headlock with a knife around their neck? No, it'd be like OJ showing up to the country club and being like, kill the bitch!
So I was a little too dramatic?
OJ with a fake knife showing up places.
He's got a fake knife.
I think OJ should just never hold knives anymore. I think he should order his food cut up already. You just be like, can you slice my steak and just bring me a fork?
Dude, that's one of the reasons I think OJ set up the hit on Aaron Hernandez. Because let's face it, Hernandez, we know, killed 3 people. I don't care if he got acquitted. He murdered those motherfuckers. So, and he tried to kill the 4th dude. Aaron Hernandez is a murderer in NFL history.
Yeah.
So what if OJ...
Now has to come back and like get one more?
No, OJ had him off because he's like, I want to be remembered as the GOAT.
So now equal number of championships. OJ's got 3 bodies on him. Ron Goldman, his wife, and Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez has at least 3 bodies on him. So now we're even in championships. But OJ does get the
edge and
Finals
on the
MVP
field
because he killed Aaron Hernandez. So one of his kills is actually the guy who he's trying to take the NFL title from. Interesting. Strength of schedule, I go OJ. OJ is once again the king of murderers in the NFL, provided he killed Aaron Hernandez in his jail cell, which I wouldn't put past OJ. Cato says he was in his cell in Nevada all night, though. Cato said he saw OJ, and he definitely didn't leave his cell.
You know, Cato does stand-up comedy.
That's awesome. I hope to be.
Have you ever been on a show with Cato Kalin?
No, and I think I might kill myself if I was on a show with Cato.
You would Aaron Hernandez yourself. That's the new term.
Yeah. They would find me in the Comedy Store green room with John 3:14 on my forehead, and the notes. One note would be like to the public, which would be like, "I killed myself because I found myself on a comedy show with Cato Kalin." Then one of my friends and family that was like, "I killed myself because it was Cato, guys." And then one to my lover, and I'd be like, "I just can't be on a show with Cato." These are the 3 reasons I off myself, and then blood on my forehead.
Man, I was thinking the opposite.
You'd love to be on a show with Cato.
I was on a show with Cato.
Oh my goodness! And how was that? Was he just the worst comic of all time?
Cato Kalin, because I know he does comedy or attempts. To me, that's the move for everybody, is it not? Can we talk about this for a minute? The move of like, oh, I'm fucking Dustin Diamond, Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Oh, but Dustin Diamond's a great comic. I have Carlin Pryor Screech.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the move. Like, oh, I got nothing else going on. I can just tell jokes when it's not easy. But Cato Kalin, this was like 4 or 5 years ago. He was doing, when he was on the show that I was on, he was still doing, like, OJ's back in the limelight because of all these great documentaries and 30 for 30. But this was like 4 or 5 years ago when, nobody gave a shit about OJ. I mean, we still make OJ jokes. Yeah, Cato was doing OJ jokes.
Well, it's the only reason you know who he is.
Yeah.
You kind of got to ride that pony. Like
forever.
Norm does only OJ jokes, and he's the greatest comic of all time.
There's a 26-minute YouTube video. It's compilation of Norm Macdonald's OJ jokes.
A 26-minute compilation. I'd rather watch that than a compilation on, like, Pornhub.
I watched it the other day. I was laughing out loud, like, fucking through most of it.
Yeah, Norm is the GOAT.
And then Luke sent me a compilation of Norm Macdonald Hitler jokes. And it was like 30 minutes, and I looked up and I was like, am I 15 minutes in? It's just, that's why I love Norm, because I try the same tactics, and I have with Aaron Hernandez. One thing that's funny, and you just keep riding it until you just fucking beat that bush into the ground.
I need Norm. Beat a dead bush.
Did I just come up with another new Rutherism? Beat that bush into the ground, trying to mock an old Rutherism? Wow, that's fucking meta, bro.
Bro, I'm so high, I'm just like chugging. I'm like about to move on to my 3rd bottle of Gatorade.
Dude,
you already high all day.
You already God, you're like, it's like you're playing a fucking game in Phoenix right now.
Yeah, it's like LeBron. People said, you couldn't show up in San Antonio. Started cramping. I'm cramping.
Did you
smoking weed all day is harder for me than taking 40 shots of whiskey.
We got any left in that bowl, by the way?
I believe we do.
Okay. So JaMarcus Russell. This is another good NFL story that cracks me up. So this story leaked on Rich Eisen's podcast. And I love that it's written. This is from Warren Sapp. So this is what the Raiders used to do. I love me a good JaMarcus Russell story. What is JaMarcus Russell doing right now? Do we know?
JaMarcus Russell Steakhouse. It's in Arizona. He throws your steak to your plate from 65 yards down the field. He you kind of have to be prepared that you're gonna be 65 yards down the field, and he's still gonna overthrow you by 12 yards magically. Somehow he's gonna throw a steak 74 yards across the back of JaMarcus Russell's Steakhouse.
Awesome that sounds.
You gotta run under it. You don't run under it. It hits the dirt. They throw it right on the grill dirty. You eat what you catch. You know what I mean?
I like that.
But yeah, it's kind of like I think he heard Vince Young had a steakhouse, and he was like, I could do that. And then he added the throwing the steak thing.
Dude.
You got to go. It's great.
That sounds awesome.
I went ahead a New York strip. I didn't even come close to catching it. just overthrew me.
It was the only people who can catch it are like Ted Ginn Jr.,
Yeah.
Rocket Ismail, like just speedy receivers.
Yeah, Willie Gault.
Devin
Willie
Hester.
Gault's the only person in history. Willie Gault was sitting in his house in a rocking chair going like, if only I could play with JaMarcus.
So, according to this excerpt from the Rich Eisen podcast, Warren Sapp said that the coaches would send Russell home with the game plan DVD loaded with plays and ideas to study. This is what I love. So they're sending JaMarcus Russell home, and they started suspecting that he wasn't watching it. Go figure. He's not doing his homework. And so the story goes that at one time they came into, they're like, how was it? How was the tape? Did you watch everything last night? And JaMarcus was like, yeah, man, great game plan. We're going to implement it in the game. They had given him a blank DVD. So they found out he had never been watching it because they gave him one with 0 plays, 0 fucking footage.
That's incredible. That's incredible. That is the that should be. They should make a 30 for 30 called
Blank DVD.
The Blank DVD, the JaMarcus Russell story.
Although I like Purple Drank, the JaMarcus Russell story. That's the one I've always wanted. Purple Drank.
Oh man, that is ridiculous. He's just like, yeah.
Well, like
what was he doing? He was probably playing Madden. By the way, he was probably playing Madden and drinking Purple Drink. And not sleeping.
But I'm saying not even. There's a difference between putting it in and not. I mean,
they were like, we knew JaMarcus wasn't watching our DVDs when one time we handed them an old school 45. We handed them a vinyl, and it was actually just an old Queen record, but we put a sticker on it that said "Plays," and we asked him if he could watch that, and he just took it and looked at it and he was like, "Sure, no problem." The next day we asked him, and he goes, "Nope, yeah, it's great. Watched it, so good, it's dope."
Dude, you know what?
We gave him a dirty shoe one time. We're like, "Well, make sure you watch this when it goes up." Yeah, no doubt, Gonna watch the shit out of this shoe. Thanks. Oh, it's the plays, yeah, game plan. We read the game plan shoe all night, and then he just throws the shoe.
No, you know what'd be great if they kept giving him DVDs of awful stuff, like, and they just kept one-upping it. They're like, we gave a DVD of like all the Raiders O linemen gangbanging his mom. Just to see, did he watch the game film? You know, they just keep one-upping it. Like, we gave him a DVD of someone murdering his dog, but he didn't watch it, so we don't feel bad for the dog. Just weird, sick shit.
Yeah. Snuff films. Snuff films for JaMarcus Russell. I love the gang banging his mom. That's the most savage thing ever said on 420. You just talked about the whole offensive line of the Oakland Raiders, Hell's Angel style, gang banging JaMarcus Russell's mom. Like, what did she ever do to you? Okay, her son was a disappointing NFL quarterback, but you just put her in the sickest situation. Like, poor Mrs. Russell. She's already dealing with her son's failed NFL career. Now she's got to deal with you painting the picture of what at the time was the 27th ranked offensive line in football, gang banging her. You're gonna get the Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award.
Thank you. That would be an honor. But we all know Pac-Man Jones currently, doesn't he? Who won it for us? I don't even remember.
I think it was Pac-Man Jones.
Pac-Man Jones is our. Is that a memorial award? Somebody tweeted at us about that.
Yeah, shout out to that guy. It's now the Aaron Hernandez Memorial.
You think ESPN's gonna have? Does ESPN do like how the Oscars does in memoriam? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah.
Are they gonna do one of Aaron Hernandez
at the ESPYs?
Yeah.
He's gonna appear in the memoriam. Also, all the people he killed. That's great.
That's gonna make the show like 4 hours longer. Yeah. It's just rolling credits of like Latino dudes that Aaron Hernandez murdered. Actually, maybe that's a conspiracy, Joe. He's really alive. Remember when Howard Stern did Fart Man for the MTV Music Awards?
Yes.
And he came down from the ceiling? They're going to dangle Aaron Hernandez down from the ceiling at the ESPYs. But he might be dead still. Like, this is ESPN's, this is their jumping the shark move, even though they jumped it a long time ago. They're going to dangle Hernandez's dead body.
I like it.
I'm getting really dark today.
It's only going to beat last year's performance of the Raiders bagging JaMarcus Russell's mom on stage.
Yeah.
That was like their Britney kissing Madonna moment. I'm too high.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Britney kissing Madonna now. Dude, Britney's looking good these days.
It's over. Sorry, there's no going back. There's no time machine. No one was a bigger Britney Spears fan than I was back in the day, but
Were you always Britney or Christina?
always Britney. Except for like 2 seconds when Christina first came out, and you're like, yeah, I'd leave one on her. And then you were like, okay, back to Britney.
Who do you
The snake and the whole fucking thing.
Who do you think at their prime was better in bed, Britney or Christina?
I'm going Britney again.
Yeah. Good old Southern girl lost her virginity probably at like 8.
To the offensive line, that was like
To the offensive line of the Oakland Raiders. And then they warmed up for JaMarcus Russell's mom by working Britney. Well, you know Britney like lost her virginity at like 15.
yeah. Was it the Timberlake?
No, that was always a lie. And it came out years later.
God, my whole life's a lie. They weren't star-crossed lovers.
No.
It's too bad. Poor Justin.
If Britney Spears said you have to dress in that all denim outfit and come with me to a Raiders game, but I'll have sex with you afterwards, would you do it?
Current Britney?
Current Britney.
Yeah, I'd still do it.
Okay,
Like,
good.
what are we talking about here? She's like, yeah. So I'm Britney Spears, and I have a denim outfit. All you gotta do is wear it to a Raiders game, and then fuck me. I goes, this sounds like a pretty good deal.
All right, just making sure we're on the same page.
Yeah. I'm a single man, you know?
I'm a single dude, too.
So if Britney Spears wants to dress me up in denim and fuck me as part of her Vegas tour, I'm in. You'll fool. Vegas Raiders. We're going to go from the Britney show to the Raiders game.
That's a good point, man.
That should be a weekend. That should be a dirtball weekend. Raiders game in Vegas. Britney Spears Saturday night. Game Sunday. Done.
I would see Britney. I would totally see her. I wouldn't pay for tickets.
Okay, I was just kidding. This was a trap. You're going to go see Britney Spears in concert?
I just said I wouldn't pay for tickets. But if you said
But
there's...
if you told me we could get them on SeatGeek using promo code DIRTY for just a few dollars, I'd go.
Yeah, I would do that. But,
We should have a dirtball meetup at a Britney Spears show in Vegas.
yeah. I've always kind of wanted to meet her. I'm always curious how she looks in person. You would... If somebody said, dude, we're going to go to Vegas. We're going to see Britney Spears Friday night. Then
I
go
feel
out.
like you're asking me out. Like,
Then
he goes, totally hypothetical situation.
Then go out.
But if I got us a suite in Vegas and Britney tickets, would you come with me?
I feel like if we met her, we'd have a good chance of having sex with her.
As a pair? Like devil's threesome? Because I'm not trying to bang Britney Spears with you.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Eiffel Tower?
No, like maybe individually. Like by us, I mean like the average person. I think if you can carry a conversation...
If you're wearing that Bill Walton t-shirt, when you meet Britney Spears, did you see how it disarmed Bill Walton? She would just look at it, she'd be like, oh my god, that's Bill Walton. Oh my god, that says peyote. I would like to blow you.
Yeah, this Bill Walton shirt, man. It's so soft.
Every time I see you wearing it now, is it true that, getting back into the game,
What game?
having sex with women?
Maybe. I finally shaved my pubes last night.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was going right into a Harry's Razors. That just seemed too easy. Harry's.com.
I love when you have no clue
/dirty.
I love how you have no clue what ads we're running or will run.
Oh, you just you give them free ones whenever you're talking about shaving
Yeah.
your balls. You just shaved your balls last night.
But I did.
I'm not going to talk about what. Forget the plug. Did you use Harry's Razors?
I did use Harry's Razors in it. I'll tell you what, man. That is the first sign of getting back into the game. Actually caring about grooming and manscaping.
That's right.
And I will say, a fresh Harry's blade does feel good on your balls. Did Aaron Hernandez kill himself with a Harry's blade? I don't know.
I'm going to say no. I'm gonna kind of let's do this. Let's not take a guess. Harry's is one of our sponsors. Maybe they don't want to be even in the conversation as to whether or not they're responsible for Aaron Hernandez killing himself. So we'll stick with you put their delicious shave gel on your balls and you clean them up so you could get back in the dating pool and not guess as to whether or not he used that extra sharp fifth blade to cut down his wrists.
Yeah.
And then wipe the blood on his forehead to say John 3:14, and then hang himself.
And I heard his final meal was Blue Apron.
Oh no!
I'm not just fucking with you.
He's like, I'd like the Chinese fried rice with shrimp.
Yeah.
And he's like, make sure to bring all the little sauces and
He's like,
seasonings.
He's like, I'm gonna kill myself live at 3 p.m. It's gonna be. You can get tickets at SeatGeek.
And it's gonna stream live on YouTube.
All right, let's talk about Starling Marte. Suspended. I was ready to say 40. That was tough. I meant to say 80. We need more.
Suspended 80 games.
Suspended half the season.
Why was he? I thought it was 50.
80. 80 games.
Did they raise the punishment?
What do you mean?
I thought it was like 50 a season, and then career.
Man. Yeah.
Baseball's getting tough.
I don't know. This is a big article. I don't feel like reading it.
I said the Pirates were done last year, remember? And Laz gave me credit for that. They didn't make the playoffs. I think you can spot their demise. Now they lose Marte for 80 games or 50 or whatever because he was on PEDs. It's going to be, sounds like their season's.
They haven't had a bad start.
No, but they just lost a star player.
That division's been, I was looking at the standings. Basically, all these divisions are jumped.
Yeah.
They're all jumbled.
Yeah, they're bunched, man. It's fucking crazy early season baseball. I love it. Thor's playing right now, but we had such trouble getting this fucking live stream going that we don't have it on TV.
Well, you want some
He's
news?
Probably struck out 12 people already.
No, he's getting rocked.
No,
actually.
he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck you.
Give up 5 runs in 3 innings.
Kill myself.
Yeah.
This is the worst 420 ever. I'm cinder flaccid because of the weed. I hope.
Six. Look at this stat line. You don't see this much. 5 earned runs. Or no, sorry, only 3 earned runs. There's an error. So 3 earned runs.
Jose Reyes probably kicked the baseball into the fucking stands. I'm picturing his wife's head.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the stats.
3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 6 Ks. No walks. Oh, you hear that bird, bro?
Bro.
It sounds like...
Birthday Saturday, bro.
You know, today's also National, High Five Day. We got too much shit going on.
People just make this shit up. At this point, everything has a day.
You want an update on the Cavs game?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a blowout right now, Joe Prano. The Cavaliers are down 72-49 heading into halftime.
Wow.
70 points they give up in a half.
That's insane. 72-49. Fuck.
Did you have money on that?
No. Dude, these lines have been weird. They had fucked with the lines. In game 2, we didn't even... I don't know how the favorites... I think it was probably about split. But, the lines have been insane.
Yeah.
And, so I didn't even look at them for today. We're doing all right, though. I think we split, and then we got 5 out of 8 the first day. So, we're still good. But now we got to make moves. Now we got to study these fucking lines. But the Cavs just gave up 72 points.
In a half.
So they just can't defend anybody? I mean, there was that one shot in game 1 where Paul George just took a 25-footer, and that's the only reason they were in the game. But they shouldn't be able to score that easy. He's the only guy who can really get it.
If they don't change how they're playing, dude, I don't know if they can make it to the finals. I mean, obviously everyone, and I've been saying them like everyone else forever, but holy shit, dude. 70 points in the playoffs to the Pacers?
Although it's not over yet. I mean, hasn't he won? LeBron's won 16 straight first-round games or something like that.
No, I'm not saying they can't make a comeback, but like you said, where's their defense, dude?
Yeah.
Completely MIA. What's a bigger disaster? Cavs defense, Russell Westbrook's outfits.
I just don't. He's
Just
trolling.
Just do the
He's trolling.
Do the stormtrooper thing.
He's trolling. Yeah.
You know, the stormtrooper helmet. He's got to do it.
I finally want him to come in. At this point, they let it happen, right? So he's got to push it. He's got to come dressed in as a ship captain. He's just got to come in like a real life version of Captain Crunch with the white pants with the bulges in them and everything, and just walk in. And if people still don't say anything, he's got to be like, you guys are out of it.
Yeah, but no, that's dude. Here's the thing. You say if people don't say anything.
Because at this point, they're just letting them walk in. No one goes dude, you have holes in your pants? And what are you doing to yourself, Russell?
People like it. You say, oh, what do you... Dude, people are so quick to defend it. Let me go to... I tweeted it out yesterday on Dirty Sports. Let me go to the tweet. I just love seeing the comments underneath it because people are quick to defend it. Fucking... You know what? This is too hard.
He's ridiculous. But I'm saying, I think he's trolling. I think he's trolling. I don't think this is like Russell Westbrook fashion icon.
I'm going to disagree on this one.
You think Russell Westbrook? No.
I don't think he's nothing against the guy. I don't think he's comedically smart enough. There's a difference between like normal smarts.
I think he has somebody putting together outfits for him every day, and he's showing up. And he's like, "Okay, today we're doing this. Today."
But that's not trolling.
He's like, "Today it's disco. Okay, let's see what they think about disco."
No, see, to me that's not trolling. Trolling is him and his boys laughing and saying, "All right, I'm gonna show up today."
Dressed as Rick James, and they're like, "Do it." And he's like, gold shirt. He's like tight leather pants. He's like, "I'm not gonna wear shoes today. What do you guys think?" And they're like, "No, dude. People are not gonna let you walk in there with no shoes." He's like, "I'm doing it. No shoes."
Yeah. I want the process to slowly go from like the crazy outfits to basically dressing like a retard. You know what I'm saying? So like he comes in.
You know the guy down here on Venice Beach that wears the brown thong and then like the wood and like bones necklace?
Is he Hawaiian?
Yeah, the Hawaiian guy.
He's ripped.
Yeah, he's ripped and he's just like trying to look like some sort of jungle creature.
Is he mentally challenged?
Yeah. You know who I'm talking about.
He's
pretty famous.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Russell Westbrook has to go in that guy's
outfit,
and then we'll know exactly whether or not he's fucking with us.
Yeah.
That'd be a great look for him. I gotta find a picture of that guy. You gotta get Russell.
We interviewed him, me and Filipowski.
Did you?
When we did those mock Venice Shore, when we were trolling people, saying we were doing Venice Shore, not Jersey Shore, when Jersey Shore was big.
You and Filipowski? Can we get that on a Throwback Thursday? Can we get a link to that?
That's up on Josh's YouTube page.
At Funny Flips?
I think my name was Chad. For the bit. I was like, "Yo, I'm Chad. I'm here with fucking. I'm here with Josh. We got a new show coming out. It's not Jersey Shore. It's Venice Shore. So let's go interview some people on the fucking beach."
Andy, read our next story while I pack the bowl.
Okay. You have to cleanse it first.
Yeah, I know how pot works.
You know how it works. All right. So what else is going on here? Oh yeah, we got to talk about this Carmelo shit. As we're talking NBA playoffs, I'll wait till Joe gets back to really delve into that. But Carmelo Anthony, if you guys didn't see this, I don't know what rock you're living under, knocked up a stripper. I'll just dump it in the bowl. Knocked up a stripper, which is basically ending his marriage with Lala. So the past week, Phil Jackson has pretty much told him to find another team. His marriage is over. The dude's taking L's left and right, basically. What are you doing? Why don't you just dump it in?
Because it would have fucking spilled all over your couch, and I'm not trying to get this glorious weed everywhere, because I'm too high.
It is glorious weed. So the Melo shit. First of all, who knocks up... Like, I don't get how these guys get strippers pregnant. Like, I don't... Because my thing is, dude, you're a multi-millionaire named, big-name athlete. That is for sure somebody you got to put a condom on. Like, I just don't know the thought process. Like, take me through your thought process, Melo.
Wait, did Carmelo get a girl pregnant that wasn't Lala? Did I miss this today?
Where the fuck have you been? You're terrible. I'll be honest, man. You missed the Reyes story. You missed this. I'm starting to debate your fandom to New York right now.
Dude, I mean, Melo...
It was trending for, like, literally, I'm not exaggerating, 2 days.
That he got a girl pregnant.
Not just any girl. He knocked up a stripper.
Oh man, yeah. Dude. I have actually set filters on my Twitter to keep Carmelo out of it. Unless the only way you can get through my Twitter filter of Melo's name is if it says Melo and traded. At this point, I have shut my brain off to Carmelo Anthony. He's ruining the Knicks, and until he leaves, I mean, tell me when he leaves. Have they cut him yet because he's knocked up a stripper, or he's still a part of the team? Can I pay OJ to murder him? Get him the fuck off of the team.
I can't believe you didn't see this.
I had no idea. All I knew is Phil Jackson was telling him to fuck off.
Did this all literally happen within like 3 or 4 days? Phil Jackson tells him to fuck off. Then it's fucking...
I'm so high.
It's fucking...
I've been high all day. I'm on edibles.
These microphones are expensive. Anyway, no, they're not. By the way, they're totally not. Then Lala files for divorce, and then the story the day after that is here's why. By the way, I've put this out there already. I think Lala's hot. Lala, if you're listening to the show, I haven't had sex in 600 years. I would love to taste your Honey Nut Cheerios pussy. And by the way, I'm not trying to be vulgar, but that's what Kevin Durant said, that your pussy tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios, and I would love to taste it, and I'll toss in a free ass eating.
You are not worried that if you go somewhere Melo went, that suddenly you're just not going to care about anything in life, and you're just going to get yours, and you're going to play a lot of ISO. You're not worried about getting the Melo curse from being in Lala's pussy?
No.
Just becoming like a Melo about, comedy? Just showing up and being like, whatever, I'm just going to do my thing, and fuck how it goes.
No, I don't think that'll happen to me. I would... I had a crush on her when she was an MTV VJ back in the day. She's Puerto Rican?
She was pretty hot MTV. She was no Kennedy, but she was hot.
Kennedy was the white ginger, right?
Yeah, the white ginger with the glasses.
Okay, you're making a joke. I'm like, sorry, I'm trying to remember the different MTV.
Can you imagine somebody who's legit, like, hottest MTV chick was Kennedy? Just like, yeah, man, I always wanted to bone Kennedy. You do MTV News? I'd fucking yank it to MTV News. Fuck Lala.
Speaking of
Cheerios tasting ass.
MTV News, what the fuck happened to Loader? Was it Matt Loader?
Kurt Loder.
Kurt Loder? And Tabitha Soren?
Yeah.
Was it Tabitha Soren?
Yeah. Tabitha Soren fucks Kennedy up in Topanga Canyon. They lived together as a lesbian couple. And Kurt Loder, I think, was killed by Aaron Hernandez. And
what if
Matt Pinfield drove John Norris off of off-ramp. They were in a gay relationship. Now they're both dead.
John Norris. What about downtown? You know where they're all at. They're all on Sirius XM. Like downtown Julie Brown has an hour on Sirius XM. They all those former MTV VJs, and I love our young dirtballs have no fucking clue what we're talking about.
Yeah. Good. Fuck them. Google it, millennials.
Daisy Fuentes, bro.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first crushes I had on like a Latin, like that I knew. I'm like, oh, Fuentes, like that's fucking.
Daisy Fuentes probably has 11 kids at this point, right? Like, that's the kind of person, like, I'm not Googling it because I don't want to know. I want to remember Daisy Fuentes as, like, a 24-year-old. I don't want to know that she has, like, a skincare line and has, like, 11 kids with, like, Antonio Banderas.
I think she does have some, like, skincare shit, but I think she's, like, doing well for herself.
Great. All the best in the world for Daisy Fuentes.
Nah, man, you gotta bang those milfs after they have a couple kids. They're down to do anything, man. I'm telling you. They'll bang all night. I would know. I wouldn't know at this point, but...
I like how you're talking about how to bed Daisy Fuentes. The 420 episode, everybody. People like can't keep up with their Google searches. They're like, who the fuck is Kennedy? Who the fuck is Daisy Fuentes? You very specifically aged stoner fucks. I can't keep up with all the fucking MTV VJs you used to jack it to.
I mean, we had a whole conversation about Britney versus Christina. Now we're down to MTV VJ rabbit hole.
Yeah, man. Get the ship. Put on that Russell Westbrook captain's outfit and right this ship, Andy.
So I put this on the rundown, but this is a more serious discussion. My tweet about the TNT NBA crew.
Yeah.
We were both shocked.
I was shocked. Whose favorite crew isn't the TNT guys? Like, I don't understand.
So I tweeted this. There's no crew in all of sports that touches the TNT NBA crew. It's not even close how much better they are than everyone else.
Yeah, first of all, why'd you tweet that? Like, what a weird, straightforward tweet.
You know what?
Like, I was like, is it a joke? Like, I couldn't tell if it was a joke or not.
Well, everybody was asking me if it was a joke.
Yeah.
Because...
You were high. And
no.
You were like,
I'm
going to say something poignant about television sports coverage. No one touches the NBA, inside the NBA crew. Kenny?
It's a very long-winded, fucking ridiculous tweet. It is. But the reason I did it is because I'm watching...
You were hoping people would disagree with you.
No, I really wasn't. I was shocked that people did disagree with me.
Shocked and appalled?
I'm watching them. And then I had watched ESPN the day before, and it just does not compare. I'm sorry. It does I don't mind Jalen. I don't mind Chauncey. But tossing Michelle Beadle, nothing compares. And that's why I said all of sports. You find me another crew.
As entertaining, knowledgeable, well-run as Ernie runs it. Like, it's perfect. You have Kenny Smith, who's like, Kenny Smith carries the show, and then, honest way, and then they added Shaq to that. And who doesn't love Shaquille O'Neal? Like, like, as a sports fan, look, I didn't want to love Shaquille O'Neal when he was, like, dominating the Knicks on the Magic at a young age. But Shaq is a entertaining motherfucker. And honest and dunked on everybody in his day, so you gotta listen to what the guy says. Who's better than them? What's a better studio crew? Like Aaron, what's his name? Pete Rose and Frank Thomas and Alex Rodriguez and those guys.
Those are number two
in the last few years on
Fox.
Yeah,
those guys
for the playoffs.
Those guys are number two.
Yeah,
for sure. Pete Rose, Frank Thomas, and A-Rod are number two.
But it's always a shifting thing. Like, people come and go from all that shit, but those guys have just been doing it for so long. Again, they were doing it for so long, then they added Shaq.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it, man, because when I tweeted that out, like, the response was like, Barkley sucks, oh, Shaq's so unfunny. No, not only are they funny, dude, they're
just talking so candidly.
That's what I'm saying. And
about the NBA, which they all participated in at a high level.
But not just the NBA.
One of them is one of the 5 best players and probably best big man of all time. And Charles Barkley was an NBA MVP.
Kenny's got 2 rings.
Like, they speak so candidly from such a place of knowledge that, like, even when Charles went down the rabbit hole of just being like Mr. Grumpy Old Man, it's like you still have to respect his opinion. He fucking did it, and he's telling you the truth. They're not holding back, and to me, they're the best.
Yeah, I don't understand when people get mad at them, because especially like you said about how candid they are, because it's not just about the NBA. They're not. This is why they are good. They're not scared to talk about other stuff. All of them. None of them are scared. None of them are scared to go into politics, going to talk about, Charles will openly talk about stuff within the black community or whatever it is. They're not fucking pussies.
Yeah.
I mean, Charles isn't even backing down from the stuff he said about Isaiah Thomas feeling uncomfortable. And he doesn't give a shit.
It's his fucking opinion, but at this point,
exactly,
his opinion is like, we all love Charles Barkley because he was opinionated. Your opinion can't be right all the time, but Charles is pretty fucking brash and is right a lot of the time. So, like, there's just the resumes up there. It's overwhelming, and they do it, and they're entertaining and funny, and they're like, they're obviously all friends, and they rip on each other. What more? It's just like there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people that people rip. Like, we talked about it when he did the LeBron thing. I didn't love his opinion, but dude, they're entertaining. Name somebody better. People are, fuck, Charles is stupid. Who are you watching then?
That's my point. That's my point. Who is better? I think that's...
Like, I used to like the Baseball Tonight crew when Harold was still there, and they had that going, but then, he left, he went to MLB. But, they're the best.
I told you this, I like a lot of the NFL Network team. So, like, I'll enjoy, but that's not... Dude, that's a massive team, and it can be entertaining too, or interchanging.
I don't know. Are you shape shifting on me?
What?
You got a fucking dart in your neck.
There's a fucking dart. Oh, I got edibles in there too.
I already had 2 cookies today.
Bro, if you eat the fucking hornet, it'll fucking sting the shit out of you, bro. A fucking hornet, bro, is for real.
Is that a commercial for some sort of edible called the Hornet?
It's the Hornet, man.
Can somebody take that and put it to Kemba Walker highlights? The Hornet, man.
You gotta fucking do it, man. The fucking Hornet. That fuck you up. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I have no idea.
TNT crew.
TNT.
Yeah, you know what though? You did bring up a good point. Like, who else?
Yeah. We're here. Look, dude, me and you are here, and we're high.
No one on ESPN compares to them.
Yeah.
I just said...
People listen to us because we kind of tell the truth. We're just 2 assholes on a fucking couch. They're basically us, except they're not allowed to smoke their weed on air. And they all played in the NBA at a high level.
Yeah.
If you're listening to the show and you don't love those guys, I'm not really sure what you're into in life.
Yeah. Seriously. In the words of Joe Prano, Aaron Hernandez yourself.
Yeah.
Are you?
From now on, I'm gonna because Bill Walton's got me feeling like I shouldn't tell people to kill themselves. I'm gonna tell them to do whatever Aaron Hernandez did. I'm not gonna say kill yourself.
It is crazy though. Of all the people, you never said that Aaron Hernandez should kill himself.
No, he was punished already.
We don't know. He could have been listening to Dirty Sports in jail.
Yeah.
What if me just talking about, because I'm obsessed. I was.
By the way, my kill yourself's not getting the Dirty Sports bump. I literally told every person in sports to kill themselves except for Aaron Hernandez, and then he did. Like, fuck, man.
I know. He's so good for the show.
Yeah.
I wanted more stories. I wanted Aaron Hernandez to come out as a chick in 5 years. Where's the storyline going for Aaron Hernandez?
From here?
I'm saying where I wanted it to go.
I still think there's more. I still think we're gonna uncover the shit after the fact. This is gonna be a new series on HBO in 3 years. It's gonna be the best story ever. Shooting it.
I heard. I saw Andrew Slater tweet this out today. That I could not stop laughing. I think it was something along the lines that the Patriots are going to get a 7th-round pick for Hernandez's dead body. That's the Patriots' move.
Yeah.
They always get those late draft picks for nothing in return.
Yeah. Bill Belichick was like, give me a 2026 6th-rounder just in case he faked his death and you guys would have his rights. And they're like, fuck it, fine. And then 16 years from now, Kuiper's doing the draft, and he's like, of course, Patriots here getting the Bengals 32nd pick in the 6th round. And Aaron Hernandez, is he suicide or not, rights, draft Bill Belichick on the board. And then he drafts a white wide receiver who had only played tennis in college. He didn't actually play football, he played tennis. And he's got him running, those pick routes 2 feet off the line, and then the tennis guy scampers down, and he's a huge star. All because Aaron Hernandez, he was able to get rid of Aaron Hernandez's trade rights. Post-mortem, Bill Belichick, the GOAT.
Man, we went down a good little long stretch there.
Yeah, watch it happen.
I was legitimately thinking about a tennis player. And
yeah,
then
imagine Michael Costa.
I was thinking of Costa.
A shifty receiver.
I was thinking of Costa.
In the 6th round. With the 6th round of the 2026 NFL draft, with the pick they got for Aaron Hernandez's dead body with a sheet around his neck. The Patriots pick Michael Costa, comedian, Los Angeles, California.
That would be a Belichick move, not only to take a tennis player, one that hadn't played in 10 years.
Yeah.
Just take a fucking 38-year-old tennis player.
How does Belichick do it?
And then we could post the video about it on YouTube, and people could lose their mind.
Yeah, and people could be like, I don't know, Costa's underrated athlete. you guys are racists.
I love when dude, there's nothing better. In fact, I almost think, Joe, we've basically only been called racist from other white people.
I think some Asians have called me racist at this point. I did 200 RL jokes on Yoshi the other day. But it's just how they talk. It's Yoshi did it 24 times during the show.
Yoshi.
That's going to be my norm, OJ. It's going to,
And please do. I love it. I really do. I mean, and you're not, when Yoshi's here, you're not exaggerating.
Right.
I went back and I listened to that full episode, by the way, and just the nuggets of knowledge that Yoshi drops. I mean, the thought that he has won over Middle America by being more racist than them is a brilliant strategy. I mean, that was his strategy.
It's absolutely what Yoshi does. I'm going to out-offend you.
I'm going to be more racist and offensive than you, therefore, you're not going to be able to come to me with anything.
Yeah, he's a monster. I mean, the living in the lab for 30 days and then going out with Jim Norton for 30 days, what is your life? He's incredible.
Why is he not writing a book?
He's the most fascinating man in all of comedy.
Yeah, fuck this fucking Dos Equis guy.
He's like, I make $12,000 a rest month. $12,000. I take a Tylenol for fucking Seattle Mariners games. And we're like, what, Yoshi? I think this is some 12 monkey shit. You're losing your mind, bro. Get out of the lab. He's like living on Lost.
He just the things that he
back and forth between like gambling on sports and traveling to Angels Mariners games, Jim Norton on the road in Europe and laboratories testing like diabetes medication on him.
And you know another thing that he said the other day that I just kept thinking about is only has sex out of the country with prostitutes. Zero dating, doesn't look at porn here.
Yeah, he's already watched too much porn. He's maxed porn.
Like, just, again, forget the Dos Equis guy.
We need to get Yoshi just giving his parlays every day, and I got to put those up against Maddie's and see how they shake out, because I bet you Yoshi's has some brilliant betting strategies.
He's Asian.
He's Asian.
Exactly.
He's got a fucking abacus in the jail cell that he lives in, the lab, and he's just like sliding shit back and forth, and he's like, I got it.
Well, Joe, if you want to use those great betting strategies.
Great betting strategies.
There we
go.
You go to mybookie.ag because they will not only get you money back quicker than anyone else. They're the best site. And by the way, I'm saying this because I've seen some dirtballs slide into some of my DMs, and I say, why are you using this other site? And I'm not just saying those other sites suck. MyBookie.ag is where we go, and the best part is that you get a 50% bonus on that first deposit. So if you got some 420 money, do people give out 420 cards?
Yeah, man.
If you got,
I got like 3 or 4 420 cards in the mail today.
If you got like $100 from your grandma for 420, that'd be fucking awesome. By the way, you get $150 to play with. Just go to mybookie.ag, enter promo code DIRTY.
I will have basketball bets for you. I just didn't look at the lines today. We had a very busy day of pot smoking and fucking with technology to try to get a live stream going. I've been high since 9 a.m. But I will have some betting lines for you for these games. But the money's there. Like these basketball series, like we know who's going to come down at the end, right? Or is everybody sure at this point that the Jazz are going to beat the Clippers? I'm calling it. I still say Jazz beat the Clippers. Doc Rivers gets fired.
I love it. Now, what's Gobert's deal?
Go Bears? I don't know. That's going to crush them if they do get through the Clippers.
We're talking a guy 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
15 points a game.
I don't know if it's day-to-day or what the fucking deal is, but it seems like he's pretty damn hurt.
Well, here's an update. You already called it. Holy shit. Cleveland's only down 15 now.
Yeah.
So
and how long? So say they had 72 at the half. They have 77 now, so they've scored 5 points. Where are they at?
7:50 in the third quarter.
So they scored five points in fucking
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's killing them. First quarter just ended.
I wish I wasn't so high that I could even manage to figure out how to put sports into TV right now, but I'm too high.
I can do it. Milwaukee's up 20 points after the first quarter. That's my series, I told you.
Yeah.
Ride Milwaukee. We were texting the other day, man. Giannis.
Yeah. Giannis.
Is it Giannis? Why did I say Giannis?
I don't know. I'll never get it right. People tweeted us the pronunciation. I'll just never have it. He's going to be everything basketball in like 3 years. He's already obviously legit as fuck. I'm not shaming him, Bucks fans, but like if he trends the way he is, he has the potential of being like all world
LeBron.
Yeah, I mean what he's doing at the rim is like even more impressive than LeBron. Like obviously, no one's a bigger fan than LeBron of LeBron than me. The chase down blocks, the way he defends, but like the way he just straight up is like standing in the paint blocking people is really impressive to me.
6'11".
Yeah.
Wait until he gets a jump shot.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's not really impressive when you just think of him as a guy who's 6'11". Of course he's 6'11" and he's blocking shots, but then he goes down the other end and he plays like a fucking crazy swingman.
Yeah.
Like he could be a top 3 player in the NBA like before you know.
He's 22 right now.
That's insanity.
So if you say 3 years,
this is why I can't pay attention to Carmelo Anthony news, because this is the important stuff in basketball. Let me know when Carmelo Anthony's off the Knicks. Focused on the Cavs coming back on this fucking Pacers team.
The future is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I
mean,
Giannis is the future.
You know, Porzingis, obviously I'm a big Porzingis fan. He's a unicorn. But the way, the Bucks are already in the playoffs and making it happen.
You think they win that series? You like my pick?
I do at this point, yeah. I've never been a big fan of the Raptors. They just certainly they've got a shot to get through this round, but I think the Cavs wanted to play the Raptors because they're not afraid of them.
Yeah.
And neither would I be.
No, I feel you, dude. And Milwaukee, you know what? I think.
Nice air ball by Kyrie.
Yeah.
Let's make this the worst show ever by just calling the game now.
What was I?
Very special 420 episode.
I was saying that. I was going to say that Jason Kidd, he's had success now with 2 teams.
Yep.
For somebody who just started essentially a few years ago, right after he retired, I think he's done all well. Done pretty well as a coach.
Yeah.
It's not.
All without wearing a tie.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd, Captain Casual, Mr. Around the Back, just a triple-double machine. He was Russell Westbrook before Russell Westbrook, except the Nets would go to the finals. And yeah,
and he looks like Pitbull.
Yeah.
It's that beige skin tone.
Yeah. Oh, he's clear. He's like a future person.
He's whiter than me, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
do you think he's whiter than me?
Yeah. You doing Andy's Little Beach workout every day? You've already passed Jason Kidd.
That's right, man. That's right. Put on SPF 15 though, fam. I even put it on today. Even though I knew I only did a 5-mile run. I mean, you gotta get the SPF 15.
This is unbelievable. You're
really,
sounding out sunscreen.
That was really tough to say.
And don't forget UPS Farms.
Yes.
On Instagram and Snapchat, who we got this weed from, which is why Andy can't say SPF 15.
Show the people watching the show. Show them some of that dank, fam.
You know, that's the whitest thing in the history of Ruther. Cheddar Dick white guy. Sour OG.
Look at that shit. You're doing the wrong side. Okay.
Because I'm high as shit.
Okay. You could get high with any athlete.
I've already answered this numerous times, and I think it's Bill Walton or Steve Nash.
Okay. Yeah, we have thoughts about it.
But at this point, Bill Walton's an athlete, right? I want to get high with Bill Walton more than anything. How great is that dude?
What about Rasheed Wallace?
I feel like Rasheed would not respect me whatsoever. He'd be like, what is this white dude doing in here while I smoke weed? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm smoking weed with you today. He's like, fuck you are, white boy. Who the fuck are you?
Dude, that would make it interesting.
Yeah. And I'd be like, oh boy, well, look, I'm Joe Crane of Dirty Sports Podcast. I'd be like, motherfucker, I don't care who the fucking podcast you from. Can't show up at Rasheed Wallace's locker trying to smoke weed.
You know what part of the process is? Doing an episode where we get baked with Snoop Dogg. That's on my to-do list. I added it today. Isn't that weird? I was like, man, we should do an episode with Snoop Dogg.
Let's put the dream team of weed circles together. Get in the room, smoke weed with Snoop Dogg, Rasheed Wallace,
Bill Walton. Can you imagine? Bill, you know about Bill Walton? He would guide every conversation.
Yeah, see, that's why you would need Bill Walton there if you were going to be a white guy smoking weed with Rasheed Wallace, because Rasheed would respect Walton. Because Walton's low key 7'2", and he'd be the alpha in the room. He'd be like, "Listen, Rasheed, I know you won one championship with the Detroit Pistons. Don't get me wrong, that's sweet and all, but I was the NBA MVP and led the Portland Trailblazers to their first ever championship by throwing it down on people. Then I came back after a debilitating back injury to join the Boston Celtics and watch the great Larry Bird do what Larry Bird things and shooting threes and McHale and Robert Parrish, and we just it's the greatest thing in the world." And then Rasheed would be like, okay, Bill, you're in charge. He would be the head of the weed circle. Otherwise, if we were with Rasheed, he would just dominate us.
All right, so who else we got? We got Rasheed Wallace, Bill Walton, Snoop Dogg, me, you. Who else we got?
I don't know if we need you there. I think you would pass out, fussing the process too much.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean? I'm the one who wants to set this whole thing up. I was the one who had the idea today to add Snoop Dogg to the fucking process. You can't just cut me out. I was part of the thusting. You gotta lay the groundwork for thusting.
You know, the last time we did a pot-filled episode, it was great. This one's been a train wreck.
Which episode was that?
I don't remember, but that reminds me. Go to UPS Farms. They give us some of this train wreck OG. They have sour OG, alien OG. They train wreck the show.
Can we get some weed for Lance Stevenson? God, he is fucking turned all the time. Speaking of weed, what is this commercial? This is awful. I'm doing a live commercial of an audio podcast. People are like, what the fuck is
It's a commercial for the Kendrick Lamar album, it looks like. But it could also be for Aeropostale. Pretty sharp outfit. Oh no, it's just his video.
Okay, so Spurs, Grizzlies.
Yeah. It's over.
5, 6 games?
5.
Tonight
Poop
is...
sock. They're going to get poop socked.
Tonight's in Memphis. What'd you think about the Grizzlies coach losing his mind the other day?
He's just playing the media game. It's kind of what you have to do as a coach. Even if he doesn't think, just going to be pissed off about the refs. Fuck it. Get yours. You know what I mean? Be like, fix it, guys. I'm out there fucking watching you guys blow the whole game. Why not? Fuck them. Play the media game. I feel like that's half the battle. That's why D'Antoni is the GOAT.
Stop calling him the GOAT. He's never been in the finals.
I know, but get on that train, Ruther. Get on that train now. Get on that train now.
I'm gonna call you out.
You
are the one who you talk about the millennials.
I'm not a GOAT. He's not a GOAT. Hey, Bill, do you think Mike D'Antoni's a GOAT? He's not a GOAT.
I'm not a GOAT. No, Bill. This is.
I played under Dr. Jack Ramsey. Calling Mike D'Antoni the GOAT. He's not a GOAT.
Is that to me? That's become my favorite line of Bill.
I'm not a GOAT.
I'm not a GOAT. And then him saying it again. I'm still not a GOAT.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was that you love to use the term GOAT.
Yeah. Well, at this point, though, now I said it's fair use. I was the GOAT from the Kobe Shot Challenge. Then we had Goatberg, and now it's GOATs for everybody. I'm still a proponent.
Everyone. That's what I'm saying. All the dirtballs are calling Yoshi the GOAT now.
I know. I'm the proponent about you. You want to dial the GOAT back? Okay. Here's the deal. Jerry Rice is the GOAT. That's it. From now on, it's either all or nothing. It's either a GOAT buffet, or we go back to call him the GOAT, the GOAT. And Jerry Rice is the GOAT. Gruden started the GOAT on the fucking 100 best NFL players of all time when he delivered the #1 spot, Jerry Rice. He's like, we used to call him the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Let's go back to that. Gruden should be getting paid for all this GOAT talk.
He really should.
It's unbelievable. How is he not making money off of every GOAT emoji used?
Well, Pat Riley owns the term 3P.
Yeah.
So Pat Riley, I think we've talked about this. Every time somebody makes a shirt, if a team, wins 3 in a row, by the way, brilliant business move.
Yeah.
Owns that. You're right. John Gruden, who I like, by the way, big fan.
He's not the first person to say it, but it's his.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's his. And if you haven't seen it, you have to look that up. Look up Jerry Rice, #1 on NFL's top one, NFL Network's top 100 players list. Gruden presents him and just tells you why he's the GOAT. And that's it. So either everybody's the GOAT, like Mike D'Antoni's GOATness, and Bill Walton's the GOAT. I'm not a GOAT. Or we just go back to Jerry Rice. I mean, to me, it was offensive to Jerry Rice when we got Goatberg. I mean, Goatberg should have had a press conference and made a retraction.
Shots fired.
I know. I love coming at Maddie. I thought Maddie was supposed to be here today. I was expecting Goatberg to be on the couch.
I think he'll be on the show next week. No, there's just not enough room for 2 retards.
Just sound all out.
Well, how's he gonna get here?
I'm gonna lift line. It'll be $4.19 from my house, which is a little more than I'd like to pay, honestly. But I'll get there sometime between 6 and 7. Well, what time? I don't know. We'll see. How many people we pick up? Jason should just be lift lining Goldberg around town.
You know what Jason needs to get for Goldberg? A rickshaw.
I just next time we have Maddie, I'm just gonna send him an Uber. That'll be my olive branch of peace. Is here.
It's also kind of a power move, to be honest.
It's only like $20.
I know, but it's also a power move.
Yeah.
Like, we own you enough. We're just going to send you an Uber. But, like, you're our bitch.
Like you're.
We're going to take some of our little... we have our little...
Like he's Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, and we're Richard Gere.
Yeah.
Someone just shows up for us.
Hey, bitch, get your ass over here to talk sports. Take it out of the Dirty Sports Trust Fund.
Yeah.
And that's what I call it. Our little extra fund of money to spend money on shit. Which by the way, I want to thank the dirtballs who've reached out to us about food today.
Yeah. I guess everybody, part of 420 is like eating like your face off now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my phone. Bo Blaha sent $35. I mean, how generous are you? I mean, you don't have to do that. And I ordered earlier. I ordered the pizza. Oh, we got those fucking lava cakes. Oh.
I can't eat Domino's. I'm sorry, I love Domino's, but I can't eat Domino's lava brownie cake.
It's really good.
I feel like that's just.
But let me give another shout out. Matthew Loken from North Dakota. He sent us that money for that food. And he said that he's going to be working all day. And he said, I'm jealous, but I'm sitting at a desk doing spreadsheets. Enjoy. It's very generous of you.
I've always said my rankings can be bought. I've been a big proponent of that. You know, that's how you get cabinet positions in politics. People who fucking give you a ton of money get to tell you what to do when you take office. These people are just buying. I'm even president of the United States. These people are in my cabinet.
You bet.
All dirtballs that ever, support the cause. I give out pardons to everybody. So you got one freebie.
You better watch out, man. I had a dirtball pushing for me to run for president, saying that I might come close to overtaking you. What about that?
I feel like I have enough dirt that I could slowly leak stories throughout your campaign that would make people shocked and appalled at the indecency that you have seen and done in your life, and you will immediately fold your campaign. And I play dirty,
Well, here's the good news.
We should both run for president and be on the Dirty Sports podcast together. But look, I'm gonna pull out all the stops.
No, here's the best part. I said I had no reason to run. Before you do this smear campaign, you asshole. I said it was I look like I was like, no, that's Joe. I go, I am more than happy to if he accepts me as a cabinet position. I thought you're just trying to smear me out the gate.
I mean, look, I can't let somebody be in my camp riding as part of thusting the process and then break off when we get some sort of momentum and start his own campaign. So I need you to know that if you ever did that, all of your skeletons will be aired all over sports and social media.
I think most of them have been aired.
People will know that basically your life in college was some combination of Pac-Man Jones, Jameis Winston, and Aaron Hernandez all rolled together in the body of a 5'10" Cincinnati white boy, just causing mayhem and making it rain with gunfire and strip clubs all over East St. Louis.
I wish I did that. I guess if you want to call
running an illegal prostitution ring out of the Caesar Spa for 3 years, selling weed to children in the Nevada school system.
I was a little hoodlum at Caesar's Palace Spa. Did I tell you about the stuff I used to always steal?
No, all the lotions, fancy lotions.
I used to steal.
Sell them on eBay.
God, I was under the guise of Salvatore Geppi, our mafia barber.
Salvatore Geppi. He's like, listen, Andy, here's what you gotta do. Start taking soap and shit home with you. Box them. Put a sticker on them. Send them the fucking, one of them fucking Bed Bath & Beyonds. Tell them we give them to him for like $4 a box.
No, here's the best part. So Sal liked me.
Boom, you got yourself a fucking soap business.
Have I told you about Sal?
No.
Sal, no lie, was just gone for a while and came back.
Right.
Old school, obviously Italian barber, gone for a while, comes back. He liked me a lot. Like, he didn't like, he's old school. And dude, I worked with a lot of gay dudes. Obviously, it's a spa. So he was just so homophobic. Like, he was so old school, he didn't know how to work his phone. This is pre-smartphones.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to work a flip phone. I knew he liked me when one day he goes, you ever seen $100,000 in cash? And I'm like, no. He was holding it.
Let me ask you a question first, sir, before I answer. How would I?
Yeah.
How would that happen? I work here at the spa.
He was holding it in, the barber shop is in the spa. He's holding it in the spa, and he opens the cabinets, and there's $100,000 cash. And of course I didn't ask questions. What are you holding it for somebody for?
Yeah.
We're in a casino. We're in Vegas.
Yeah. He's like, I think you just answered all your questions. I'm an Italian man, undercover as a fucking, spa attendant in Vegas, but I randomly have $100,000 on me. Hang out. I'm the barber. You ever see me cut anybody's hair, Andy? Do I look like a fucking barber around here?
So one day, Sal, and I used to describe, dude, I'm talking.
You ever notice Sal the barber just sits in the barber shop reading the newspaper and collecting cash from people?
Dude, he basically did. I'm not even exaggerating. Yeah. He was your stereotypical Goodfellas.
40 years ago in the Bronx, he killed multiple people and put them in basements.
So he looked, and I told my brother about him. I go, dude, straight out of Goodfellas. And his name, and my brother didn't believe it till he met him. So one day Sal goes, I don't feel like giving any haircuts, because that was my job. Let's say so-and-so comes into the spa, I showed him around, you take care of whatever they needed, you worked on tips. So he's like, I don't feel like cutting anybody's hair today. I was like, okay. So this guy walks by, I'm showing him around the whole spa, and he goes, what's that guy's deal? I want to get a haircut today. He's just, literally what you're saying. He's just sitting on the chair, reading the paper. I go, he doesn't want to cut hair. And this guy kept being like, well, just fuck this guy. And he kept talking shit. And I was a little fucking rat. I was like, I just want to see Sal fuck with this dude. So I go, hey, Sal, this guy over here, he's busting my balls about you not cutting his hair. And Sal goes, oh, there's a problem? So Sal follows him. The dude goes into the sauna. Sal sits in his suit, sits outside a bench, like in that, it's still like it's like a wet area, outside the sauna. The guy walks out just a towel and he goes, excuse me, sir, is there a problem? He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, he goes, I've heard some things that you got some problems with me for not cutting your hair. And I literally just sat in the corner and watched them. I've never seen somebody so terrified.
Yeah.
Because he knew I'm going to die.
Yeah. Why is the guy who's not cutting a hair hanging around all the sharp objects all day reading? Dude, not the guy that fuck. And now you want him to cut your hair? What, are you kidding? You want Andy mopping up your blood after he cuts your throat with a fucking pair of scissors?
Sal got me in the New York Times.
This is the greatest story in history. Somebody needs to make the movie about Sal, played by Robert De Niro, playing the murderous bartender or the murderous barber.
So they were doing a huge piece on our spa because they were
hanging out with Ruther all day.
Yeah, when it opened, they're like, "Oh, it's the best spa in the world." So they were looking for somebody for this big New York Times piece, and the reporter comes in to interview for the New York Times, and Caesars had hired a male model for Sal to do the straight shave and the cut the hair, and the guy freaked out. The reporter from the New York Times was like, "What?" And they were trying to backtrack. Like, no, we'll bring in one of our regulars. So Sal tells the head of PR at Caesar's Palace, you got to get my boy Andy in here. He'll do the shoot. He's a good-looking kid. He's funny. He's an up-and-coming comic. We'll claim he's a regular. So we had to stage this thing where I walked in. I'm like 24, 25. I'm this high-roller, up-and-coming comic who also gambles in Vegas. And so he's interviewing me while Sal's doing this. And then if you look, I'm on the front page of like Life and Style, whatever section is. It's this massive picture. I think you can still find it on Google. It's me in a robe with cucumbers over my eyes. It's like Sal's giving me like a straight shave.
It's the first time you'd ever given anybody a straight shave. The FBI was investigating whether or not this guy even cuts hair, or if he just runs all of the Vegas fucking mob hit scene from the barber chair, and you were the dummy.
Yeah.
Cucumbers on your eyes? Who gets a shave with cucumbers on their eyes?
I don't know, man.
Sal's like, is this for my fucking salad? And they're like, no, put it on his eyes. He's like, why would I put it on his eyes? Why am I fucking putting cucumber? Hey, don't do this, Andy, kid. Don't humiliate him. Fuck cucumbers on his eyes? Get the fuck out of here. And he takes those they got pictures of you with the cucumbers on your eyes. Fuck! You use that. Don't use that in the fucking paper. I'll fucking give you a straight shave, you know what I mean?
So, Sal, the initial point was I used to steal shit. Like, high-end shit would come in, and I would give it to him to give to his wife, or I'd end up, like, giving it to my mom. But you have to go through security when you work in a casino. And I'd always say, they're not going to fully check my bags. Yeah, it was this whole thing. But the last thing I'll say about Sal is this. You'll love this. Sal, no lie, when I was working at the Hotel Oceana, showed up New Year's Day 2008, I remember, because I moved here in June of 2007. Showed up New Year's Day at Hotel Oceana. I was a bellhop, and I'm like, He's like, I just wanted to see you. It's been a minute. Like, he loved me. And I'm like,
He tracked you down?
dude, it's so weird. I'm not making this up. I didn't have his number. We never exchanged numbers. He showed up to Hotel Oceana. He gives me a hug. He introduces me to his boy. And then he's like, that's Andy. He's a good, like, that's what I always say about him. He goes, you're a good young kid. You're a good young kid. And I go, Sal, how did you know I worked here? Like, he literally goes, I know people. He goes, and I'm in the area, and I just wanted to say hi.
It's unbelievable. I'm telling you, he's like the underground king of Las Vegas. I mean, what is this Sal guy?
And now I'm dead because I've told all of this on a podcast. It's going to get back to him.
Does he still work at Caesars?
I don't know.
Does he still pretend to cut hair while simultaneously being a jet-setting mobster who's probably supposed to, like, be in jail? They're like, yeah, the terms of your jail is you got to stay in your barbershop all day, 24 hours a day. He's like, I'm in, I'll take it. And then he sneaks out on weekends to go visit his, like, Zac Efron-y 26-year-old white boyfriend. I'm telling you, they need to make a De Niro, Zac Efron comedy about your and Sal's relationship.
They already did.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they need to make this one. They need to make this story, your story. Sal the barber.
I saw him a few years ago when I went to Vegas. He always would cut my hair. That was when people he'd cut. He always just cut my hair. He wouldn't cut anybody else's hair. Oh, he used to be like, all these fucking queers, they're overtaking this town.
Maybe he was in love with you. Maybe he wanted to have sex with you, and the over-the-top gay thing was his way of nudging you.
No.
No?
I didn't get that vibe.
You're a good kid. Now suck my dick, Andy.
That's another twist of the Zac Efron.
He's like,
Robert
you
De Niro.
want to yeah, that'd be a twist ending of that, like what seems like shitty Robert De Niro comedy, and they're gay together the whole time.
You know what Sal would like? Because he always dressed sharp. He'd love that Flag and Anthem gear.
Yeah, man, I'm wearing some Flag and Anthem pants right now.
What are you rocking right there?
Some
denims?
some dark navy blue denim pants.
Looking fresh. I like those.
Yeah, it's a good fitting pant. Look at this. Good outfit. I'm all navy today.
Just how it's pronounced. flagandanthem.com. When you go to checkout, you get 25% off any number for your first order if you put in the promo code Dirty Sports. That's all spelled out. Dirty Sports. So if you buy $1,000 worth of some great gear from flagandanthem.com, you get $250 off. That's a good deal.
Dude, have we been doing this podcast for 7 hours?
What do you mean?
Am I just the highest person of all time? Is this like a 4-hour episode?
We're an hour and 26 minutes.
Wow.
And we're not doing calls today.
It feels like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a wormhole of marijuana. Yeah. Shout out to the guys at UPS Farms. Follow them on Instagram and Snapchat. Dude, tons of just too much weed today. And I don't feel like it's over.
It feels like we talked about Aaron Hernandez 3 days ago.
I just got to press on.
Is there any weed in that? You hit that. Let me see what else we got going on in here. Oh, I wanted to talk about the Grayson Allen thing. Because I'd be curious. I know you've watched him play enough. Grayson Allen has decided that he's going to return to Duke for his senior season. You can just set it down. I wonder... would Grayson Allen for sure get drafted?
Yeah.
Second round?
If he doesn't get hurt or something.
No, I'm saying
if he doesn't just play horrible.
Had Grayson Allen had he entered the draft this year, you think?
I feel like he would have got
second.
Yeah.
Probably not first.
I mean, look, I'm not a huge college basketball fan, but just the stuff I've seen of him, I don't know. I would say late second round at best. Late first round at best, second round probably. But I'm not a huge college basketball guy, but I've seen what he can do physically. There are probably a lot better athletes. Although he's an incredible athlete. I'm not trying to knock him for that, but he's white, doesn't help.
Yeah, I've missed on some of these guys. That's why I'm not.
At best,
I'm saying like JJ Redick's had, but I'm gonna say JJ Redick's had a better career than I anticipated. That's why I'm kind of waiting to respond to my answer because I've completely missed some of these calls. Like I thought JJ Redick would suck,
but he doesn't shoot like JJ Redick shot, and now JJ Redick exists because this game is just like him running off picks and hitting jump shots. Grayson Allen's like got to get to the basket a little bit more. JJ Redick's was like a pure shooter.
Yeah.
And he was player of the year.
True. All right.
Yeah.
We're watching the Cavs game right now. Cavs are currently down 9. How are we? Well, now they're down 6. Is that 3?
Yep, Channing Frye.
Who wins this game? Down 7.
I'm going Cleveland.
I think Cleveland completely comes back.
Didn't I say it wasn't over at halftime?
Yeah.
I said, but LeBron has won 16 straight games.
Well, their D. Look at their D, dude. They've given up 21 points now in the last 13 minutes. They've finally settled.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they win this game.
Does Portland win a game? Does Portland win a game?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like. Obviously, they could be playing better. They will go home. Yeah, I think they win a game at home. I think they do. I think they win game 4.
Okay.
No, if they lose 3, they'll just roll over. It's hard not to. I think they win game 3.
And what about the Thunder, or Yoshi would say the Thunders? What about the? That was a funny one. I like that one. What about the Thunder and the Rockets?
They have to win a game. It seemed like, but the Rockets coming back on them last night the way they did.
Thunder had that game last night.
Yeah, for them to come back like that, I don't know. Maybe they're just broken. Because what more can Russell Westbrook be doing? And then you start getting into the idea that, like, how effective is it really if they can't win? You can't win on the back of that.
So you're saying, like, how effective are all his numbers at the end of the day?
Yeah. Do you remember when people got on LeBron James for having the best finals all around, including defense in history ever? And they were like, he didn't really play, like, super great, though.
Are you talking about when they? Are you talking about last year or when they lost?
No, when they lost.
Yeah.
When they lost, and he basically put up a 40-point triple-double. And people were like, yeah, but he didn't play super efficient. And it's like, well, fuck. I mean, Russell Westbrook's numbers are increasingly grand, and he's obviously less efficient.
Yeah.
So if they couldn't win game 2 with him playing, if LeBron James scored 51 and like 13 and 11, the Cavs are going to win the game by 40. That make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes total sense.
And Russell Westbrook's losing games like that. So
is he also losing the MVP? Because
I don't know the rules, man.
Like, I know, but I'm saying I feel like it's shifting more towards James Harden.
But it's over, right? They had to vote,
so they already voted.
It's a regular season award, or however they play it.
What happens sooner? One of us gets an MVP vote in any professional sport. Or Matty Goldberg gets a role on the path.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a really good one.
Matty's got to get a role on the path. I'm going to go Matty. MyBookie.ag has Matty as the 2-1 favorite. And,
like, how many people get to vote on the MVP in basketball? I have no clue.
I bet you 75 writers or some shit like that.
Okay.
Like, every city that's got a team, and then also, whatever's paper, like, the international fucking beat reporter, NBA reporter, and blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? Fat white dudes who've never played basketball.
See, that's the problem, man. That's the fucking problem right there. This shit should be voted on by the players and coaches.
How about this? How about it should be voted on by the last 50 NBA MVPs?
There you go. There's an even better solution.
Maybe there's not enough of them left, but the last 10, whatever, who cares? But
Bill Walton's vote counts for.
Yeah, well, how about this?
Counts for 10.
Why don't we just ask Bill Walton? That should be the NBA. If I'm commissioner of the NBA, if I don't get president, I'd just be like, Bill, you're in charge. Tell everybody who their awards are. It's like, oh, defensive player of the year, Ben Wallace winning again. This is crazy. Like, just give it to Bill Walton. Honestly, leave it to one person. Wouldn't everybody be okay with Bill Walton award czar? He's like, look at the way he's so unselfish. Oh, throwing down a triple-double every game.
Wait until you start reading his book, man. Wait until you start reading his book.
Do you remember how much he loved the Jeremy Lin story the night we saw?
And then he tossed shade at Melo.
Yeah, hardcore tossed shade at Melo. Also said at one point that the Jeremy Lin story was the greatest story ever told.
Yeah, that's
a phrase that is usually reserved for the story of Christ.
Well, that was what I wanted to question. But yeah, Bill Walton claimed that the Jeremy Lin story was the greatest story ever told.
But hold on though. Everything else he said was right, and this is the part you're going to question. It's like, dude, you don't know. Follow the leader. Like, he's right.
Yeah,
it's like the greatest story ever told. He's just wallowing there at the end of the Knicks bench. Palo Alto and Stanford, and I think he was on the Warriors for a minute. Then finds himself on the end of Mike D'Antoni's bench, and D'Antoni with his mustache looks down the line. And he's like, "Asian, go on, get in there, you Asian ninja, and do it." Linsanity happened, and the whole world was peaceful for 30 days while he tore up the Eastern Conference of the NBA.
Dude, I'll be honest, man. When I'm high, I felt like Bill Walton was sitting next to me. I literally I felt like my body, like Prano, I went back into the Norman P. Murray, the Norman P. Murray Community and Senior Center, dude. Try saying that big. The Norman P. Murray Community Center.
Norman P. Murray Community and Senior Center. So great to be here at the Norman P. Murray Community and Senior Center. Is it P. Norman or Norman P? Throw it down, Norman, with your... What a powerful man Norman P. Murray was, having not only a community center, but also a senior center in the same building, throwing down wings on his centers. Oh Norman, thank you for your service and beautiful Mission Viejo.
You know what I would like to see a conversation between? Now that I'm high, I'm just thinking about this. Ed Orgeron and Bill Walton.
Yeah? We do like to see that sometime where I'm not baked out of my mind.
I'm going to say Bill Walton. I forgot. How's Ed go? What was I doing? I don't remember Ed. How does Ed go?
Oh, man.
Suck my bayou, tiger dick. Hey, Bill. You ever come down to the bayou? You can suck my LSU tiger popcorn shrimp. Popeye shrimp. Bayou.
Ed, I'm glad you couldn't get your thought out there. I've got to say, I don't mean to cut you off, but, I could do without all the swearing, all the sucking of your tiger dick, sucking of your LSU dick, sucking of your Ole Miss dick, I think I heard you say one time. Throw down a little class and stop telling people how many dicks can one man have, and refer to them as your penis, which was the scientific name that John Wooden, who also many people don't know, also taught science when they needed a substitute. He always said, use the name for genitalia and throw it down. Oh my God. Ed Orgeron. Suck my tiger dick, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
You take your tie-dye shirt, put it around your head like a fucking headband. Get on your knees and shirtless. No, I won't let Bill be defamed. Ed, you're a monster.
Get your hippie ass out of my fucking bayou. We don't want no weed smoking, LSD having fucking pussies. They call you a kook nowadays. A cuck, a kook. I don't fucking know. All I know is I fucking let a hippie suck my dick one time and she had the biggest goddamn bush I ever seen.
This Ed's got off the rails. Your Ed needs more catchphrases. You're just like, I'm just telling a story about how it's time I was with a biker lady and I had sex with her face. Anyway, what else was I saying? Ed Orgeron. All right, Brandon. Oh, my goodness.
I think we need to wrap this shit up.
Oh, man. Should we just stream the rest of this Cavs-Indiana game? Should we wrap the podcast?
Oh, no, it's been fun.
Oh, man.
It's been
a debacle. I feel like my performance was ruined because you didn't have enough Phil Jackson in you. You didn't zen your way through the late. You were more Jerry Tarkanian. You were biting on a towel when the live stream wouldn't work. You Bobby Knighted me through a chair at one point. People didn't see that. That happened off camera, and there was no sound yet because I didn't know how to get the speaker working. And Andy threw a chair at me, and I'll be pressing charges, honestly. But it doesn't mean we can't do a show.
Good news is I'll give you one of these UPS shirts.
UPS Farm shirts.
You get those for free.
I'm going to wrap all that weed up in it and take it home.
Well, guys, that's the show. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
We
And
should call it the total debacle.
I think we're just going to call it the 420 episode. I don't know what we're going to call it. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, you guys know where to find us. DirtySports.com, AndyRuther.com, JoePrano.com.
Laying on the beach in Venice for the next 6 hours, high, hoping that the water rushes over me and I'm brought back to life by the beautiful blue waters of the Pacific. Because these edibles, at this point, I'm just floating on your couch and hoping the show will end.
So those edibles are potent.
Yeah.
He told me they wouldn't be that potent. That's why I didn't fuck with them yet.
I had a half of one of those, and I had a whole cookie before.
Okay. I got the munchies right now. I'm going to eat some of that lava cake. And
Put that cookie into it, make it crumble, put some ice cream over the whole thing.
I don't have ice cream, but I'm going to take a big dump later. I already tell you that much. Guys, you can follow... We already did the plugs, did we?
Yeah.
Whatever. You guys know where to find
Fix
us.
your life. You know, rate, review, subscribe. Blue Apron's a thing. SeatGeek's a thing. Go do all the things. And plugs and plugs and plugs and plugs.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't feel like doing plugs right now. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your 420. And don't forget, condoms are for pussies. Yeah, I just couldn't go on, dude.
Could go on.
I don't think the air was good. Couldn't do it. All right, I need to pack. We need a fresh. Is there?
Let's see how many people watched the train wreck from on 49. Should we stream the rest of the Cavs game?
Yeah, well, we'll grab some pizza. Oh, yeah.
Free Eli, like that. Michael Gray in the house. I just want to watch the end of this basketball game. Oh no.
What?
Giannis Cespedes left with a hamstring injury. Ugh. No. Just you guys just filling this comment board with bad Mets news? This is terrible.
You can end this if you want.
Like we're getting sports updates, though.
Jesus, Milwaukee is up 27 points at halftime. You want to end it?
Yeah.